Hi, my name is Cindy. 2 months ago, I was fishing with my husband in his boat, and the dog was with us, and we were out on the river, and we'd been there for a couple hours, and it was cold when we started out. I had a couple shirts and a jacket on, and anyway, a couple hours into it, I said, honey, I need to find an outhouse. Well, when my husband's fishing, he likes to stay according to his plan. He really didn't want to go back because it was quite a ways back where we put in the water. And so I didn't say anything for a while, but then I said it again. And finally I said, honey, I'm desperate. I need to get to an outhouse. He said, well, I think there's one around the bend here. There's a fishing pier. So we took off for that, and only when we got there, there was no beach access. A couple feet of really muddy water, and I didn't feel like I wanted to go traipsing through that. But I could see the outhouse. It was a double wide blue one, and it was just yards away. So I turned around and I looked at the fishing pier, and I noticed that the planks making up the railings were probably 2-3 feet apart, and I'm very short. I'm 4'10", and I thought, my 20-year-old mind thought, I can get through there. And my husband's like, what? And I said, just back the boat up. And so he did. And I stood up, and my right knee, my bad knee, was very stiff from sitting in the boat. But he helped me climb up on the outside, and as I was climbing through the top two planks, my right foot solid on the pier, my left foot swung up and caught the edge of the top plank, and I lost my balance, and my right knee gave out, and I did this stumble, and boom, I fell on my right side on the pier. And I'm thankful to God that I had the coats on. I think that cushioned me. I didn't get hurt. I was my breath was knocked out of me, and it hurt my pride that I fell. I haven't fallen in a long time. And so, but as I was praying, I said, Lord, I'm desperate for that outhouse. And he helped me get up. I was able to get up and go and come back and get in the boat, and we fished for another hour. And so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about getting old, because I told you my last video about my second fall. And I was thinking about getting old, and, our bones don't work right, and we get glasses and hearing aids, and our hair turns color. And I'm so glad that God doesn't look at the outside appearance of our bodies, because he's looking at our hearts to see if we love him. And I thought, Lord, I don't want to just love you. I want to be desperate for you. That's a part of my body that will never change, is my heart. And I love the Lord. And I was so desperate for him sometimes. And I want him to see that. I want him to see that I know his presence. I long for his presence. I long the day when I will be with him. Not that I don't enjoy my life, because I've been very blessed with family and children and grandchildren and my husband, our home and friends and our church. I mean, the list goes on. But there's a part of me in my heart that is desperate with longing to be with Jesus. My name is Cindy. I hope to see you again soon.